If you think all nocks are created equal, think again. Understanding the importance of nock fit makes a massive difference in your archery performance, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. My assistant Rue here is going to work with us today and discuss the differences in nock fitment and nock sizes and how it impacts archery performance. I'm Jake Kaminski, and this is Archery Basics Explained, where I break down the fundamentals of archery in easy-to-follow bite-sized formats, and today we're covering nock fitment and its importance. First, let's define a nock. A nock is the piece that goes on the back of your arrow that clips on the string that locates the arrow and attaches it to the string or the bow. Most people don't know that nocks come in different sizes. There are large groove and small groove nocks, there are number 1s and number 2s, and it can be a little bit confusing as to which ones you should be using. Generally speaking, the different nock sizes only reference the inside diameter of the groove that clips onto the string itself. And depending on your string thickness, you would want to choose either small groove or large groove or number 1s or number 2s. In a nutshell, small groove nocks are the same as number 1s, and large groove nocks are the same as number 2s. Determining what size nock to use is actually really simple and straightforward. It entirely depends on the actual fitment of the nock onto the string and how it interacts with the bow. If you have too loose of a nock fit, not only can it be detrimental to your archery performance, but it can also be a safety hazard. Because if the nock is too large, it can actually fall off the string when you're at full draw, enhancing your chances of dry firing the bow or having some sort of catastrophic failure that not only can injure yourself, but it can also hurt your equipment. Having a nock that's too tight can really dramatically affect your arrow's consistency, your grouping downrange, and your overall archery performance. So you have to find the right happy medium between too loose and too tight. And I'm going to show you easily how to figure that out. First, I'm going to cover too tight of a nock fit. I've got a small groove nock here on this arrow, and when I click it onto the string, you'll hear that it's very loud. Number 1, right? And also it sticks on, actually so much so that the nock pulls out of the arrow. That is the easiest way to find out if the nock is too tight. If it won't stay on your arrow when you pull it off the string, as long as there's no damage to the back of the arrow, as long as it's not cracked, and as long as the nock isn't cracked itself, and it stays on the string when you try to pull the arrow off without holding onto the nock, that is a dead giveaway that it is too small. Now, if I grab the nock by the nock itself and pull straight away, you'll see that the string will actually move a considerable amount before the nock decouples. And it's fairly hard. There's a lot of tension that is required to actually pull it off of the string. Another way to tell would be if I were to hold the bow at brace height like this and smack my finger onto the string and the nock's not coming off very easily and I have to hit it really hard, that could also indicate too tight of a nock fit. Another way to tell that it's too tight is when you click it on the string, try to slide the nock up and down the string, obviously away from your nocking point, because if you have one above and one below, you won't be able to move it, but just below the nocking point. And if you can't easily slide the nock up and down the string without bending your arrow or exerting a lot of force, it's also too tight. The reason this could negatively impact your performance is that the nock remains on the string for far too long, giving you more time and more of a chance to influence the bow, and therefore the arrow, which changes the grouping and the trajectory downrange. So it's safe to say an arrow that fits correctly on the string will have higher performance because the arrow is actually on the bow or in the bow for less time, therefore giving you less of a chance to mess things up. Now let's cover proper nock fit. This is a large groove nock on the same string that I was just showing you. It also clicks on pretty positively, but when I pull it off the string, you'll see it comes off fairly easily. And if I put the arrow at brace height and I smack it with my finger relatively gently compared to the other arrow, it pops right off. And then when I click it on the string and I try to slide it up and down the string, it moves very easily with very little effort. But how do you tell if the nock fit is too loose? I've got a different bow here with a different diameter string, the same arrow with that same large groove nock. Click it on this string and it moves so much so, and actually the arrow almost falls off the string. It is so light that I didn't even have to touch it and it came right off. So that's too loose. An easy way to see if it's too loose is when you put it on the string, not only is it too easy to move up and down, but also I can rotate the nock radially in a circle, meaning twisting the arrow is allowing the nock to rock back and forth. And that is a dead giveaway that the nock fitment is too loose. So how you adjust your nock fit is pretty simple. You just buy the different size nocks, either large groove or small groove. Not every nock is available in every size, so if you have to stick to one size or one style, you then can adjust your center serving diameter or your string thickness to affect nock fitment. It's very simple. All you got to do is go to a local shop or do it yourself, remove the center serving, and then use different diameter center servings to alter and change the nock fitment. Ultimately, nock fitment is a fundamental to archery. It's very important to performance and for safety reasons, and it's a very simple thing and an easy thing to overlook. If you like Archery Basics Explained, please comment below and let me know some suggestions that you'd like me to cover in the future. I want to make sure I'm producing relevant content for you. And if you've noticed huge changes in your archery performance due to nock fitment, comment below and let other people know how important it is as well. Consider subscribing and hitting that notification button and sharing this video. It genuinely helps this channel out. And check out all the links in the description below on many different ways you can help support this channel. Thanks for watching.